Wait, did you catch that? He just said guilty, no hesitation, no lawyer, nothing. Police scarlight. This right here is where cases can spiral fast. One wrong move, and he could be looking at jail time without even realizing it.
The good part of these are all Miss O'Donnell's, and she's aware of what's going on.
Good. John Collier.
Yeah.
All right.
Things that Mr. Will,
Your name, sir?
Timothy Henry Will.
All right, so he was arraigned, indicating
5 violations, probation on the line, and up to 93 days in jail. Flush face. At this point, the judge is laying out the consequences crystal clear. But here's the real question. Back-end index pointing right, does he actually understand what he just walked into?
wanted an attorney, and how is he going to proceed now?
Pleading guilty. Violation.
Sir, is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Give me
And just like that, it's done. No trial, no defense, no second chances. Balance scale, this is how fast your rights disappear when you plead guilty. But now comes the part that really matters, sentencing.
plead guilty here. This would be 4 violations, actually 5 violations, and you could have your probation revoked and you could be incarcerated for up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. There will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. To the charge you failed to attend the court work program on January 24th, how do you plead?
Yes.
To the charge you failed to attend the court work program on January 31, again of this year, 26, how do you plead?
Yes.
To the charge you failed to attend the court work program on February 14 of this year, how do you plead?
Yes.
To the charge you failed to clear all warrants as ordered by February 20, how do you plead?
Yes.
And as to count 5, that you failed to attend and complete, failed to provide verification of enrolling in outpatient treatment program by February 11, how do you plead?
Yes.
Did you fail to enroll in outpatient treatment by February 11?
Yes, sir.
Did you fail to clear all your warrants by February 20? Did you fail to attend the court work program on all those dates in January 24, January 31, and February 14 of 20?
Now the story changes completely. Homeless, living in a car, lost his mother, supporting a child, broken heart. This isn't just a legal case anymore. This is survival. And suddenly, the courtroom isn't just about law, it's about life.
26.
Yes, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty? All right, I'm going to accept your pleas to all 5 counts that finally been made voluntarily and understandingly and are accurate. Anything you'd like to say? What's he doing?
Judge, he's the little's having a hard time with things right now. Good news is he got a job last week. He's got his work badge with him.
Where?
It's a Fuller contractor. We drive transmissions for Fuller.
You what?
We drive transmissions for Fuller.
Okay.
Now, that said, he's living out of his car. So he's living in his car near where he works in Romulus.
This is the turning point. Warning, the judge is sympathetic, but also frustrated. Because in court, excuses only go so far. Responsibility always catches up. Back-end index pointing right. So now the big question is, will he get another chance? Or is this where it ends?
His mother died 3 years ago. He's got a 7-year-old child that he pays support for. And everything else, other than getting a job, is pretty unstable. Other than he's going to Washington Community College. He had run 2 businesses after he got out of high school. He started out at Men's Community College. He had a construction company that he was running, but he got incarcerated, I think, around December. Did a
For what?
jail
Okay.
and lost all his clients at the time. There's a couple things I'm hoping to accomplish today. One, that he's able to continue probation. But also, he's got warrants to clear up. He doesn't have a driver's license because the warrants are all traffic makers. And this probation is requiring that he does the court work program. I'm hoping to minimize the amount that he shouldn't be driving, and so things where he's got to go to and from. I'm hoping to reduce that for him and maybe convert the court work program into self-directed community service. And then he's getting his first paycheck tomorrow. Just to give him more time to stretch out bigger find some costs. The other thing he's got to do, and this is a little bit quirky, this was a 2021 case. He did the plea in 2025, but apparently there was some kind of car accident and cocaine was found. He doesn't have any other drug or alcohol related charges. I don't really get the sense he's not going to be got alcohol or drug problem. And the drug and alcohol tests that he's taken have been negative. So this is the only kind of offense. Part of the probation is that he does outpatient treatment. And I talked to Ms. O'Donnell about him finding treatment near where he's located in Romulus. She's going to help him with that. I'm hoping that him better connected with her for any resources that might be of help.
Just what on there.
Okay, what do you have to say?
Know about any of this. I wasn't aware. Again, if I was aware kind of the situation that he was homeless and things like that, I would have done a little bit more to help him. I scheduled him for all these dates. I emailed him everything, and then I kind of just didn't hear from him after that, so I had no idea what was going on. He was appearing for testing, and everything was going pretty good for testing. My only concern right now is that he did miss 2 tests for the month of March already. He missed a test on March 2nd, and he missed a test on March 10th. These obviously were after I already issued the violation, so I didn't include it as a part of the violation. So I am concerned about that. Again, if he needed assistance and things like that, he could have reached out to me. I just hadn't heard from him.
Only reason I missed because I didn't have the money. I emailed her one time about like trying to get. I just haven't had any money since I got out of jail. I just got the job. I could do everything I was required to do. I just needed money. Now that I have it, I wouldn't have any problem going this day forward. Because it costs $26 every time I got a drug test. I've been donating glad to get it up to this point.
How many days has he served on the court work? Did he miss all 3?
He just sold through.
See, now why is that happening? Let me see the screening. Why is that happening?
I didn't have it when I got out of my jail. I didn't have no tires on my. And I had nobody to bring me a bounce.
Geez, you got all kinds of warrants.
I can clear 2 tomorrow. I contacted the report. I was like trying to arrange zones. They don't lose zones unless you get a rank first or however that works. But Taylor and Dearborn will let me just pay it, clear out the case and complete. So I pay tomorrow for Taylor and Dearborn.
Judge, just so you know, when I ran his record on February 27th, there were 16 total warrants at that time.
You basically all drivewall license suspended, or at least a good percentage of them.
From what I could see, Judge, they were all traffic related.
Right.
That right there was not just advice. That was a warning. Police Scarlight. One more mistake, one missed test, one unpaid warrant, and this entire situation could flip straight into jail time. Now the clock is ticking.
You gotta be more responsible. I'm not quite sure what to do with this. I mean, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. I'm kind of, I'm sympathetic. You don't have money, but I get it, but you kind of made your own bed here. Can you hand that back to Judge Little, please? I mean, you didn't show up for 2 tests.
It's not
How much are you making in this employment now?
$18 an hour.
How many hours?
40 hours. I work full time, and with the potential of overtime.
And again, just first check and stuff tomorrow.
Keep this tomorrow. And they're very understanding with the probation, so like moving forward, I could go to the other case.
Heather, give me a date for the end of April. I want you to clear all your warrants. I don't feel, I'll tell you what I'll do. Yeah, give me a date for the end of April, Heather.
April 28th, Judge.
At 8:30. Here's what I'll do. I want you to schedule him for 2 days on the court work program. I'm going to just tell you this. full probation to set 2 days court work
Judge, can I ask you for this?
and 1 day community service. I'll let him do.
If the court's gonna do court work program, they put it all along. My concern is, he doesn't have a driver's license,
Yeah,
doesn't have a car. I'm worried about
I got it. You can set that out in May. Latter part of May. Yeah, I'll make a note of that. I'm not going to do anything else right now. I'm going to set April 28th at 8:30. But I want to get those dates set, and I honestly don't know what to do with you. You can't miss tests. You cannot miss tests. And you got to do what you're supposed to do. You got to go clear those warrants. All right? Got it?
Sir.
I mean, there might be consequences, but you've been playing around with them for a long time. Go clear those warrants. Tell them I told you to come there. Okay? Good luck. Thanks. Let's do Makunovich, Derek Allen Makunovich.
Yes, sir.
242-642-916. Your name?
Derek Allen Thomas.
Okay, so what's he doing?
Judge, he's pleading guilty to not completing the program. With regard to fines and costs, he had a directive from probation saying needed to be paid by March 1st. Good side to be paid on February 28th. So the fines and costs have to be paid on this technically be not.
Check the quote on. Yes, I did give him that. When I issued the violation, I included it just because the fines and costs weren't paid. So if he didn't end up paying it, I did include it, but I'm fine to dismiss count one.
Okay, so count one dismissed on motion of the PO. If you plead on the anger management program charge, that's your 11th technical violation. You could be incarcerated for up to 90 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand this advice of rights form?
Yes, sir.
You plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So count two is dismissed on motion of the probation officer. As to count one, failure to complete the anger management program with 8-week follow-up, how do you plead? Did you fail to do that?
Yeah, class tonight.
Did you fail to complete that program? Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept it to that charge. Count two is dismissed. Please accept it, the failure to complete the anger management program. His wife wrote a nice letter for him. Well written too. Did you see it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, it's nice, but he's still got 11 violations.
I think the program requires 8 classes. He's going to be attending class number 6 next week on the 24th. Classes are weekly, so 8 plus 7.
When did I order that? I ordered that back in August of 24. Why are we still playing with this?
That is my failure on getting honest sooner. Went before. That's my failure on my part. I should have gotten in much sooner.
What do you have to say?
My concern is that technically his case expired March 1st. So that's why I gave him till the end of February to kind of wrap things up. Once I realized he wasn't going to have the class done in time, I issued the violation. He has completed everything else. I really think it is a money concern that's been the biggest issue for him. All the things that are doable to be done without money were always done and were done on time prior going on. So I don't think it's a big issue. Again, if he's enrolled and he only has 2 more classes left, I feel okay extending him out just another month or 2 to get those done and pulling them out at this point, especially if his balance has been paid at this point. I think we're in a better place.
Anything else, Mr. Sheen? So he was scheduled to come off.
March 1.
I'm going to keep you on probation until May the 1st. You're going to pay additional costs of 25, additional supervision fees of 40. You're going to serve 1 day on the court work program and pay 35 for that. So you owe 65, you owe 100. So probation extended until May 1. Additional costs 25, probation fees of 40, 1 day court work, and complete anger management program.
Yes, sir.
If you don't do that, I'm gonna send you to jail, okay? Period. Good luck.
Yeah, would you like $100, do I?
You work on that. You schedule the 1 day court work, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Good luck. Popovsky. 26W 841592. Your name, sir? How you doing today? All right, you're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna plead to impeding traffic?
Yeah.
That's 0 points, okay? It says no injuries, minor damage to that charge. Responsible or not responsible? To impeding traffic. No, do you plead responsible? Do you admit that you were impeding traffic? No? You don't? That's okay. I'll start again. So they charged you with improper lane use causing an accident. You know that, right?
Yeah, but
Wait, slow down. Now they wrote this up where you're going to plead to impeding traffic, which is 0 points. It won't go on your record. You want to plead to that?
Yeah.
To that charge of impeding traffic? Do you plead responsible?
well, they happened. I don't want those points.
All right, I'll accept the plea. 195 is your total. Okay, you can go down the hall and pay that, and you're all set. Best of luck.
All the way down.
Yes, you're into the hall. All right, you're going to plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible? Please accepted. 150 is your total. Cash, you're into the hall to your right, okay? Have a good day. Now listen, everybody. Grimes, your name?
Court records.
All right, you're going to plead to impeding traffic, true?
Responsible for that.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Plea is accepted. 160 is your total. You have an entry on here. You can go down the hall and take care of that. You're all set. Good luck. Deborah Sue Roberts, 26B150421. Your name, ma'am?
Roberts.
All right, so you're going to plead to distracted driving, true?
Correct.
Responsible or not responsible to this?
Sir. You're gonna.
Please accepted.
Set to go?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You said you needed a payment plan.
Oh, yes.
How much do you have today?
I have nothing today.
Oh, are you working?
No, I have not. I'm currently on disability
When can you pay this?
on the third.
Okay, all of it?
Half of it. And then the other half on the next third.
75 due by April 3rd. Balance by May the 3rd, okay?
Yes.
If you need more time, call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good luck. Lane Matthew Hayner, 26B150075. Your name?
Playing later.
All right. You're going to plead to impeding. Caused an accident, right?
Yes.
To that charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
There's no injuries, minor damage. You got one other entry on here. Your total's 205. You can go down the hall and take care of that. Please be careful, okay?
Will do.
Amelia Moore,
Yes.
26W841391. All right, so you're going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Plea is accepted. Just check here. All right, you got to be careful. Your insurance company's going to love you. Huh? Slow. Fines and costs are 155. When can you pay this?
Last 60 days, got pay half, April 10th, and then the other half the next week.
Pay 75 by April the 10th, balance by May the 10th. If you need more time, call the court. We'll give you an I'll give you an extension. We'll go on Zoom together, okay?
Thank you.
Best of luck. Carolina Michael Rabon.
Morning, Judge.
Use 25M603341. Good morning.
Morning, Ben Bailey, P73261, appearing on behalf of and in place of the defendant.
Okay. So I see what happened. This is the one they brought to me yesterday, right?
That's correct.
Default judgment set aside. Effective right now, Heather. And then you're going to plead the limited access, right? 5 over?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And you're authorized to enter that plea on behalf of the client? All right, to that charge, 5 over, limited access, 75 and 70, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
What's her record like?
Pretty good. She's commuting to University of Toledo Law School, so she's got
Going to law school?
yeah, she's there now. That's why I'm here. Sorry, went.
You went to Toledo?
No, but well, I guess I put on my necktie. Go up in her.
All right. Okay. Well, let's see here. I'll make it 165. And then we'll refund the balance, okay? So Heather, we're gonna keep 165 for fines. And then you can refund the balance to Ms. Raybon. Posted 225 because it was a default. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day. Thank you. Tell her to sit 1 second here. All right, you're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yes, sir.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm gonna accept that plea. I'm going to dismiss the speed. And you got a good record. 150 is your total, okay? Have a good day. Thank you. Right down to the cashier, Aubrey Brown, 260-647-838. Good morning. Your name? You're gonna do impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to that? So what are you still in high school or?
Yeah.
Where at? Okay, what are we doing next year?
Going.
Where? Good for you. Good luck. I'll accept your plea 150. Cash you under the hall. Good luck. Thank you. John Sharks,